Are you a senior golfer looking to get a little bit more out of your golf swing? You might be struggling with distance and consistency. Well, this is the video for you. I'm going to show you my 3 big keys to get the most out of your golf swing and help you enjoy the game a little bit more. Let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Kerrod Gray here on the range today at the Joondalup Resort. And in this video, we're going to be talking all about how to improve your golf swing. If you are a senior golfer, you might be feeling like you're losing distance and consistency with your ball striking. Today, we're going to be talking specifically with your driver, because I know that's something that a lot of you are trying to improve, get a little bit more distance and power out of those shots and help you hit some shorter shots into the green, thinking that that's going to help you lower those scores. So that's what we're going to be covering today. And I'm going to show you my 3 big keys that I look for when I'm working with senior golfers to help them get a little bit more out of their golf swings than what you might be doing at the moment. And the players that I've worked with previously implementing these 3 have made a massive difference to their ability to create some extra speed and therefore distance that they're looking for. But before we get into it, please go down below, click subscribe, click that bell so you get notified of all the content coming your way, covering a wide range of topics. We're not only doing full swing, we're doing performance, we're doing drills, exercises, short game putting, the whole lot. So please stay tuned, because this is going to become one of the most comprehensive golf instruction YouTube channels out there, and I'm excited to have you come along for the ride. In addition to that, if you like what I present in these videos and you would like some individual instruction, me helping you on a personalized one-on-one basis, you can send me your swings. There's a great app called Skillest. I'm on there. Players from all around the world are sending me their golf swings, and I'm helping them improve their motion. Not only that, I'm helping them with their chipping and their putting. Anything in which you feel like you're struggling a little bit with, I'm here to help. All you've got to do is send me some videos, and then within 48 hours, I'll return you some comprehensive videos. I'm going to do lines over the top, doing the voiceover analysis, and also standing in front of the camera like this to give you a good idea of exactly what you as an individual need to do. So if you want to know more information about that, simply go down below. There's a link. Just click that Skillest link. It will take you straight to my profile on your mobile device. You send me your swings, and then we can get in touch, and then we can help you get headed in the right direction with your golf games. All right, so in today's session, once again, we're talking about the 3 big keys that I like to see with senior golfers who are looking to get a little bit more out of their golf swings. But first of all, let's talk about some of the frustrations that I hear. I hear a lot of players come in and they feel like they're playing to a reasonable level, but they may have plateaued. And a lot of players think it's got to do with their distance, maybe a little bit of ball strike and the occasional poor shot. At the end of the day, everyone is looking for more consistency, and what I'm going to show you here is not only going to improve your distance, your speed, your power, but it's also going to help you deliver that golf club in more of an efficient manner, therefore helping you strike the center of that club face and give you more of a consistent bottom to the swing arc, which is going to give you compression and all that good stuff that you see with your favorite golfers on TV. So the first of these 3 that I like to see with the senior golfer who wants to get a little bit more out of their swing, and once again, we're going to be using the driver here to represent this, is I like to see a little bit more rotation in the backswing. One of the big issues that a lot of players face, regardless of their age, their flexibility, their mobility, is they simply do not turn enough in the backswing. So turning, meaning the rotation of the shoulders and the hips throughout the golf swing. What we're looking for is about 90 degrees of shoulder rotation. So if the club starts in this position here, we've got the reference line down on the ground. I'm looking to get those shoulders turning all the way past that line that we've got on the ground. That's going to be 90 degrees of shoulder rotation. But we also like to see about 45 degrees of hip rotation. Relative to your individual mobility, you might need less or more hip rotation to allow those shoulders to turn all the way back to that full 90-degree position. If you're a young guy, well, there's a very good chance that you can get that full rotation without turning the hips. But for the senior golfer, what we're looking for is that full deep rotation. We're looking for a change of knee flex. We want to get that back leg straightening, that left leg flexing. Even if we allow that left heel to lift up off the ground for the right-handed golfer, flip it around if you're a left-hander, get that left heel lifting up off the ground, you can see how much rotation that enables my body to get at the top. And at the end of the day, the more I rotate, the further that club's going to travel, the more speed I can create. If you look at players throughout history as well, the players who have had the longest careers generally without injuries are the players who haven't followed a resistance model. So a resistance model is when you brace your lower body, you turn against it, you're creating all this torque. It might feel powerful, but over time and time again of doing that, we start to see that bodies begin to break down, especially through their knees and their backs. So if you're a senior golfer and you're looking to get a little bit more out of your golf swing, we want more of a free flowing motion. We want rotation. We want to get those shoulders cranking all the way back and behind the golf ball. We want to get some depth to the hips. We're going to get it all the way back into this position here that you can see that if I've just got this golf club in my hands like a normal swing and we go all the way back to here, look how far that club can travel to the top. If I resist things, I'm not going to turn my hips, I'm going to keep my knees flexed. There's only so far I can go. I'm going to lose width and structure with my arms. My arm's going to break down, and before you know it, you're compensating, making a slew of ball striking errors as a result. So how do we work on this rotation? Well, at the end of the day, a lot of the time we find that players have simply just developed poor habits of rotating. They might have the misconception that they need to keep their right knee flexed. They want to reduce their hip turn, but by doing so, it just reduces movement throughout the swing, and therefore the club's not going to travel as far, reducing your distance. So if you're struggling to get this rotation, some helpful hints that I like to see with senior golfers is let's get this back foot, let's shift it back a bit. By putting it in this position, that's only going to help my hips turn even more. You can see I'm getting a full rotation here, my shoulders are turning back and behind, and that's going to encourage me and give me a lot more room from underneath myself to get that club striking the golf ball. So key number one that we're looking for to improve with the senior golfer is get some more rotation. Secondary to that, key number two that I'm looking for the senior golfer is to improve their efficiency of strike. Well, what does that mean? With driver, what we see a lot of players do is they hit too much down on the golf ball. They're worried about hitting the ball up in the air, so they hit down on it. By doing so, the ball just launches lower, it adds spin, and therefore you're more likely to hit the ground in a shorter amount of time with less potential power, and the ball's not going to really run as far as you would like. If you're looking for more distance out of your drives, we need to improve what's called your efficiency of strike. Now, improving the efficiency of strike is as simple as this. The driver is teed up. So imagine there's a ball at the top of my finger here. We want the driver moving in an upward direction as it strikes the golf ball. Think about very similar, like a topspin tennis forehand. That motion of the racket moving up, well, that's going to produce that powerful ball flight where it's just going to shoot off as fast as it possibly can. Same thing applies here with the driver. The more that we get this ascending angle of attack, so the driver is rising as it strikes the golf ball, that right there is going to deliver the greatest amount of speed and therefore potential for that ball to have what we're looking for, which is a high launching, low spinning ball flight. So how do we work on that? Well, my favorite drill, without a doubt, just to get a reference of what we're looking for here, is to grab another golf ball, and we're going to put this out about a comfortable club head in front of the one that I've got teed up. And this is a great test. I do this all in my master classes that I teach. Effectively, what we're looking for is to get this golf club rising in such a manner that it's going to strike that ball on the tee, rise up and above the ball that's on the ground, and by doing so, we're going to get this ascending angle of attack that'll help the ball pop off a little bit. So I'm just going to chip one down there. We're going to do a small swing here. Let's see how I go. And right there, with a very slow swing speed, you can see that I avoided the ball down on the ground. That golf club rose beautifully up above it, and it felt very solid at the center of the club face. Effectively, this driver was rising. The ball hit on such an angle that allowed for a high launching, low spinning ball flight. That one there didn't get affected by the wind. Don't worry about hitting down on it. When you do so, that just adds spin, and the ball is more likely to get that rising effect that you see where it curves too much throughout the wind, and we certainly don't want that. So let's do this drill where you're going to tee the ball up. You're going to place another one about a comfortable club head in front. Get that rising motion. It's a great drill. It's a great exercise. If you find that you're hitting too much down on it, you get those pop-up shots where the driver, the ball goes straight up in the air there. Well, as you do this one here, you will hit that ball in front. You'll get both, and it certainly won't result in a good shot. So a great exercise, even if you don't hit a golf ball to start off with, just simply practicing and warming up, putting that ball in that position, a comfortable club head in front, and then simply just trying to feel that that club is rising over the top of it. Even try and clip the tee as such without hitting the ball in front. A great practice drill to get into at home that can make a massive difference to improving your efficiency of strike with driver. So that's key number 2 for senior golfers looking to get some more out of their golf swing. So number 1 was all about rotation. Number 2 was getting more efficiency with your strike, with getting that driver rising up and above that ball that we've got on the ground. And the last and final one, the big key that we're looking for when it comes to improving your swing as a senior golfer, is all about learning how to finish properly. What we see with far too many players where they're not getting enough distance is they might be finishing on their back foot in such a position like this. Now, what happens as a result is it usually means you're going to have more of an inconsistent bottom to the swing, and you're really just not going to put yourself in such a position where you're going to get that powerful strike. Regardless of your flexibility or mobility, we're just going to see how easy you can get to that finish position effectively. If you relate that to any other sport, if you're projecting something in a forward direction, you would want to try and get a full rotation, a full movement towards where the ball goes. We need to ensure that we're at least trying to get to this finish position where our body would be extended, our weight on our front foot, and our back foot up on our toe as much as possible. So by simply just doing some practice swings, getting a feeling of achieving this sensation, and just allowing the body to move through that right foot to come up feeling unweighted, well, that helps a lot of senior golfers that I work with improve their consistency of strike, which at the end of the day is definitely something that we're looking for. So we're going to put all these 3 together. We're going to get a little bit more turn. We're going to increase our efficiency of strike, and we're also going to hold that finish position. Let's hit one down here. Let's see how this comes off. Now, I'm not going to go my normal speed. I'm just going to do a nice smooth one down there. I'm going to feel like a big rotation for me. I'm feeling my chest turns back, my hips turn back. I might even drop my right foot back here just to allow that to happen. We can allow our toes to turn out. That's going to encourage more rotation. If you feel like you struggle to get any more than this, you can also allow that left foot to come up. Obviously, we're ensuring that we're staying balanced throughout the motion. We don't want to just be flying off as far as we possibly can. But the more that we stay in this controlled rotation in the backswing and then moving forward, getting the efficiency of strike, which we were talking about before, and then holding that finish position, well, the combination of those 3 for the senior golfer is going to give you the most out of your golf swing. Let's hit one down there. So as you can see, the combination of 3, the ball pops off without much effort. It launches high with low spin. So if you're looking for a little bit more power, speed, distance to make this game a little bit easier, try these 3 tips out, and I'm sure they'll make a massive difference to improving your ability to score, get the ball closer to the hole, and play some of the best golf that you ever have. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you got any questions, please ask me below. But until next time, I'm Kerrod Gray. Thanks for watching.